The reason for this press conference is to make an appeal from both sides, both to the military authorities and to the organized civil society community. We have observed in the recent times that Nigeria has come under very terrific, ceaseless attacks and bombardments from some terror forces that are determined to destroy the territorial integrity of our nation. We want to appeal to the Nigerian military authority to exercise, to be very patient with civil society organizations like Amnesty International, because they are very credible. I do not think that Amnesty International is the kind of organization that will want to put down the roof under, the roof under our head to collapse on all of us, because so many of them that work in Amnesty International in the Nigerian office here in Abuja and in other parts of the country that they operate are all Nigerian citizens, and these are very credible people that all of us know. We know almost virtually all of them that are working for Amnesty International, because their method of recruitment was very transparent, very open. People applied and they were actually given their job, and so I don't think Amnesty International is working to undermine the. Yeah. This is the first time in the recent history of Nigeria that we have had a very activist kind of National Assembly leadership. Nobody will say that someone like Dr. Bukola Saraki can be bribed to conceal any suspicions of financial misdemeanors that may have happened in the army. In fact, if there is any, they will be the first that will raise such a motion in the National Assembly, because they have been on one or two occasions, on many occasions, the National Assembly have faced a lot of attacks from the presidency. The presidency, as you know, is the appointing authority of the military chiefs. And there is this perception that the presidency is not just a perception. There are established proofs that, at least in some of the elections that have taken place in this country, that all of us witnessed, the one of Ekiti, the one of Osun, everybody saw it, how the police, how some security forces undermine the integrity of those electoral process. When you are fighting a war, you don't go about banding figures, telling people that you have, maybe they think it's a way of waging psychological warfare. It doesn't work. What works is what you achieve directly in the battlefield. So I think it is not a proper time for any group of persons to begin to demand accountability in terms of recorded accounts. Tell us what you have been able to do with so and so amount of money, and you generate a lot of media distractions. It's not necessary. We absolutely condemn the Nigerian government's decision to release Boko Haram suspects that were caught while the war was going on. You don't catch people who have committed atrocities in the war fronts, and you think you are going to rehabilitate them and you release them when the atrocities that have committed have not been sufficiently atoned for. There has to be atonement. When you commit an offense against the Constitution, you must face the penalty. So what is the logic of releasing people who have fought against the Nigerian state, even when the war that they are accused of fighting is still raging? I think the political authority is not really helping the military to achieve their objectives. In the last 3 years, we have had a very activist National Assembly leadership. For the first time, maybe some of you have not really had time to observe that something is happening that is a model. That you have a speaker who is of a different party from the party that is controlling the central government. You have a Senate president, at least in the last 6 months, and in the last considerable amount of time, they have been going up and down, trying to defect, and the rest of them. That National Assembly, with all the externally induced attacks from the presidency, this National Assembly is one of the most robust in terms of investigative activities. They have investigated so many cases have been uncovered. Nothing gives you the right as a combatant that when the other fighting force, if some of them surrenders during the course of a battle, you were committing an offense if you kill any of them who have already surrendered. It's a crime under the Geneva Conventions. These are some of the norms, some of the laws, some of the provisions that were included in that booklet that was launched by the Chief of Army Staff.